right? So each time you generate a virtual user, it will end up consuming a virtual memory which will be of the size 2 MB to 5 MB. Now assume you are running it in your MacBook and your MacBook has, let's say, 2 GB of RAM, right? And what sort of CPU? Some CPU, right? Which has like one core. So in this case, 2 GB will be how much? 1024 MB into 2, right? Which will be 2048 MB. So what will be the maximum limit? Now, if I have to run K6 itself is a sub process. So it will consume some memory out of it. Let's say it consumes 1 GB memory for running the process itself. Then I am generating HTTP request also behind the scenes for K6. It will also generate some memory. So eventually I'll be left with buffer memory or some memory out of this main, which will be limited to 500 MB. For example, out of 500 MB, if I take somewhere between 5 MB per virtual user, so the maximum I can generate is 100 virtual users. That's how you do capacity planning for your tool also on the machine where you're going to generate the load. This is not the real presentation, but I hope you get the picture that virtual users for K6 consume some memory. So the tool or the process or the machine itself where you're going to generate it, it depends on that heavily. So if you are looking at a tool evaluation where you are scaling vertically, right? Vertically is you can go maximum on the size of the machine itself where you generate load. You should always try and stick with K6 tool in that event, because then you have abundance of space or memory with you. The more memory you have, the more number of virtual users you can generate. The more virtual users you can generate, the more requests you can generate. Hence, a higher TPS, RPS, or concurrency you can achieve in that.